Hey guys, this is Suruparji. Welcome back to Linux in 11 minutes. This is our third video. In first, we have discussed about file and directories. In second one, we have discussed about file permission and compression, decompression, all those stuffs. Let me tell you upfront, for the first 5 or 6 videos, I'll be doing the basic stuffs for everyday use. After that, I'll move to advanced stuff. Okay, let's get on with it. As usual, I have listed all the commands in a notepad. In Linux, there is a super user called root, which has full privileges, which has full control over the system. It can perform any operation. But first we have to set password for it. So the command is sudo superuser do passwd. So first it will ask the password for my system. Then the password which you want to set for the root. Okay, so now your root password is set. So if you want to perform something as root, you have to first log in as root. So the command is su. Generally su is short form for switch user. It is generally used for switching user in a system where it has multiple user. But if you write only su without any argument, so it will by default switch to root. Okay, it will ask for the root password. So see, now you are logged in as root. You can see using the command who am I. Let's see, root. Who am I is used to print the current user. Now you are logged in as a root. Now you have full privileges. So someone will ask why, if root is available, so why we need other users? Why can't we log in as root and perform everything? Well, let me say why. Cat. See, I have a file named Dawn of Justice. So between Dawn of Justice there are spaces. So I needed to tell you this one more thing which I left in the first part, that when your file name has space in between, so for space you need to give the backslash so that the system won't consider this every part of this as an argument for the command. See, what is the output? Power cannot be innocent. So it's a lame way of saying. So why you can't always do work as root? Because if you have the power, being root you have all the power, so if you accidentally delete some system files or other important stuffs, you have no way to recover it. That's why we need other users, so they cannot mess with the system files and all those important things. Okay, so now you are logged in as a root. Now if you want to exit from the root, the command is exit. Now you can type who am I. See, now we have logged in as Swarup. Let's clear this one. So now let's come to normal user. So why we need users? Think of an example like your family. It would be very great if all the system users in your family, like your father, your sister, your brother, or you, have different accounts. So why we need other users? For privacy and restriction. See, now in GUI based system we can see now there are two users, Swarup RJ and this guest session. Okay, so we can list all the users. Type this command GTENT PASSWD. So see, these are the users, Swarup and guest. There are many ways to print the users. There are many files, configuration file, just cat and all those cat and password file and all those files, and it will give the users there. Let's clear this one. Okay, let's say now you want to add a user. So all the user and group stuffs you have to do using with root privileges. So there are two ways: either you log in as a root using su command and the root password, or every time you prefix the command with sudo, like superuser do, so it will have root privileges. Now we want to add user. The command is sudo user add, user add then a username. Let's type Abhay. Let's create another user, Amit. See, now you have two users, Amit and Abhay. So you added a user but you haven't given password or security to them. So let's set password. The command is simple, sudo passwd and the username abhay. So enter the password. Enter the password you want to set. Okay. So we have updated the password of Abhay successfully. We can do the same with Amit also. Here I have written in the notepad password, but it is passwd. Okay. So we have updated the password. So now we want to switch to user. Okay. So let's switch to Abhay. So the command is su switch user, then the username abhay. Password is okay. So let's check where are we now, or who we are right now. Okay, we can check where are we right now also. Inside home Swaroop, let's check who am I. See, Abhay. So now we are logged in as Abhay. So if you want to log out or get back to Swaroop, just type exit. Now you can check who am I. Now I am logged in as Swaroop. So this is all about switch user, and you can modify the username also. Like the command is usermod, and you have to give the root privileges. So sudo is needed here. Just type sudo usermod -l for details and the new username. Let's like we want to rename Amit as Prabhat, the old username. See, now you have user Prabhat and Abhay. Now we have renamed Amit as Abhay. Okay. The last one is delete user. The command is simple, sudo, the command is userdel user delete, then the username. Let's say Prabhat. Let's see, we have deleted Prabhat. Amit is there still. You can get the user list, get and passwd. See, Abhay is still there and guest is there and Swaroop is there. Okay, let's clear this file. This was all about the users. Now we'll talk about groups. So why we need groups? Think of as a software company, a web development company. So mainly it has two groups. One is front-end developer and one is back-end developers. So you don't want to mess with each other files. So create two groups and give everyone different privileges. So if the front-end developers don't need to look at the database files, so they don't need to have the access over database files. So for giving restriction, we need groups. Okay. So how to add a group? The command is simple, sudo superuser do group add and the group name. Let's take front end. Okay. The group, I have already created that one. So just let's add boys and girls, right? Boys. Okay. I have added one group. So let's add a user to the group. We have user Abhay also. Let's create another user using command sudo user add Amit. Okay, Amit Abhay Prabhat, then let's type Dipankar. Okay, we have added a user. Let's add Dipankar to the group boys. Okay, the command is simple. Let's clear this one first. The command is sudo add user to group, sudo g password gpasswd -a for appending user. User means let's add Dipankar to the group name boys. So see, adding user Dipankar to group boys. Okay, so we can remove the user from group using sudo. Let's remove Dipankar from group. Sudo g passwd -d for removing, deleting. User name is Dipankar and the group name is boys. See, removing user Dipankar from boys. Okay, so let's add again Dipankar so that we can perform other things. So we can rename a group. The command is simple: sudo group modifier group mod -n new group name. Let's take men instead of boys, and the old group name is boys. Okay, so how to see whether this is modified or not? Let's list all the groups. The command is simple: sudo cat etc group. What it does, it inside etc directory, it will just read the file group where all the configuration, all the details are written. We can do that for users also. I'll tell all the directory ranking of the Unix and all the directory structure in another video. Okay, so you don't need to worry about this. We'll deal about that later. Okay, see, this is a group, this is a user, these are Amit, Abhay, this is also a group, this is also a group. I've already created these things, Okay, let's clear. Okay, so we have listed all the users, we have renamed the groups, and okay, we can do this group members thing. The command is simple: sudo means like Dipankar belongs to which groups? groups groups. Username is Dipankar. See, Dipankar belongs to two groups, Dipankar and man. When we create a new user, by default a new group is created with the same name of the user. So Dipankar belongs to these two groups, Dipankar and the man. We have assigned this group, assigned Dipankar to this group. Okay, so we can delete a group also. The command is sudo group delete, then the group name is let's say man. Now let's list the groups. What are the command? Sudo cat etc group. See, man group is not there. So this was all about the root and the normal users and the group. So hope you liked it, and thank you for watching, and we'll discuss about the basic stuff for 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 videos, then we'll move to the advanced stuffs. Okay, thanks again, and do not forget to subscribe.